The Buffalo Bills just had their stadium practice and scrimmage, and we could see here that Josh Allen coming out in a black helmet with an old school Buffalo logo. I think this is definitely a clean, fresh look here. Josh Allen on fire so far in training camp with all his new weapons. This was a huge outing here for Josh Allen, the largest audience at a scrimmage game. This article says that Allen started out pleasing the crowd by taking laps around the field, playing catch with the fans. We saw him after the game too, handing out his wristbands, his hats, just making the day of many people. Hell, maybe their year too. But we could see there are 3 more takeaways from the home visit before the Bills return to St. John Fisher for the remainder of training camp and get ready for the first preseason game, which is coming up on the 10th. But we could see here that counting the house, the Bills announced a record crowd at 36,000 attending for this practice. Admission was free, but fans were required to reserve tickets ahead of time. Last year's event drew 35,000 fans, so clearly 1,000 more people were at this game. Very interesting seeing that we've turned the page from all these players. A lot of people discounting the Buffalo Bills, claiming it to be a transitional year, but Bills Mafia has never been more hyped up. We got 1,000 more fans out there. And, I mean, if you're from this area, the weather was kind of crappy yesterday. I don't know if everyone would have really made it out because they thought they were going to get rained on. So I think Keon Coleman is bringing a little bit of extra spice to this team. Josh Allen and the personality and just the attitude that we're presenting this year, the underdog mentality and just having fun, I think is definitely inspiring fans. The team did open up the upper seating areas, expecting a crowd of more than 40,000 based on the RSVPs, but rainy weather and rush hour traffic likely dampened the turnout. Still gathering was a much larger crowd than we've ever seen before. Here we could see Damar Hamlin coming back here, hyping up the fans. I think this is absolutely huge, and Sean McDermott even said it too. Damar Hamlin last year, like at this point last year, we were talking about Damar Hamlin. What was it going to be like the first time he put on pads? What was it going to be like the first time he made a significant contact? Like, was he going to be able to overcome all these things? And now it's just about Damar Hamlin and getting back to how well he could ball out for Bills Mafia. With some of the injuries here to Cole Bishop and Mike Edwards, also bringing in Kareem Jackson, Damar Hamlin finds himself in a prime position to potentially be the starter opposite of Taylor Rapp going forward for this 2023 season. But Thad Brown, you could see here, the crowd was really good for a practice. You know, the weather definitely seemed to scare a bunch of people away. But furthermore, regarding the practice here, it was a good night for the defense. Overall, the defense did ball out here. Now, one point I do want to make is that Dalton Kincaid did score on Taylor Rapp, and it was a deep throw, and I think that's something that we need to eye up for this upcoming season is getting Dalton Kincaid more involved with the deeper and medium route tree. We kind of used him with the very shallow route tree this past season, and you look at guys across the league, some of the other rookies that are out there, I think, you know, the Buffalo Bills could really utilize Dalton Kincaid a little bit better for 2024. But after the thrill of Josh Allen's black and red helmet subsided, the Bills defense wearing home blue jerseys provided more highlights than the offense. Cornerback Kaiir Elam continued his strong training camp with an interception against Josh Allen in 7-on-7 drills. Deion Jones also had a pick during that period. Elam later leaped to knock a pass away from receiver Brian Thompson. Taron Johnson broke up an Allen pass in the red zone and tackled rookie runner Ray Davis for a loss. After Allen was able to connect with tight ends Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox for touchdowns, Ray Davis, the running back, broke off a long run, but also had a fumble, which was his third so far of training camp. Definitely a concern for Ray Davis. Now, I know we have Frank Gore Jr. here with the Buffalo Bills. We have Ty Johnson and also James Cook. but we really need to clear that up with the fumbles. Let's not forget, James Cook definitely had some fumbling issues, and he seemed to correct it. I think fumbling is definitely a correctable thing. It's a coachable deficiency, something that I always talk about here at Bills News Consolidated. It's about having coachable deficiencies. We bring in players with coachable deficiencies that we can coach and improve upon. If they have a hindrance where they can never improve upon it, it's not a coachable deficiency. It's just a set-in-stone deficiency that you're going to have to live with throughout their entire career. But injuries, unfortunately, Buffalo Bills rookie linebacker Edafuan Alufasuo was helped off the field by trainers after appearing to be hurt his arm in a tackle on the goal line. Linebacker Nicholas Morrow also went to the locker room late during practice. Unfortunately here with the linebackers, absolutely crazy after dealing with what we had to deal with last year with Trell Bernard, Matt Milano, having to call up A.J. Klein for that final game against the Chiefs. I mean, we really can't afford more injuries to this linebacker crew. Obviously, we got Dorian Williams, Anderson, the UB product, and local native here for the Buffalo Bills, but we have some concern at the linebacker spot with top defenders Matt Milano and Von Miller did not partake in the team drills during the scrimmage. Receiver Mac Hollins, a.k.a. Tarzan, and Justin Shorter were both able to practice after going to the sideline. So both of them were slightly nicked up, but they were able to continue. So nothing that serious. And just furthermore reiterating the injuries so far for the Buffalo Bills, the non-participants from this practice was safety Mike Edwards dealing with that hamstring, safety Cole Bishop dealing with his shoulder, receiver Chase Claypool is dealing with a toe, which is unfortunate because before training camp he was said to be the most consistent wide receiver for the Bills, having renewed energy, feeling inspired working with Josh Allen in this potent passing attack under Joe Brady. Chase Claypool looking to resurrect his career in Buffalo. Also, running back Ty Johnson was not there for the Buffalo Bills, also dealing with the hamstring. Offensive lineman Lyle Collins dealing with a knee, and also Travis Clayton dealing with a shoulder. Really, the big takeaways here is that Bills Mafia is clearly hyped up for the 2024 season. And I think one reason being is just the energy felt from the fans, turning the page from Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, Trey White. Yes, it is a transitional year, but the vibes have never been higher. Buffalo Bills had a lot of people in attendance, more so than any other year. And I think this is going to be a big-time season for the Buffalo Bills with Joe Brady, Keon Coleman, and all these passing weapons that Josh Allen has. Additionally here too, we hear that the Buffalo Bills defense really got the best of the Buffalo Bills offense. Now that really is kind of what happens this early in the year. I think defenses are slightly ahead of the offenses, just like we heard Brian Daboll speak about in the past. Really takes all 11 on offense to be successful, whereas on defense, one player could just make a really good play and save it for the entire defense. Furthermore, we do have a lot of injuries here that the Bills are starting to clear up. That there's a lot of room for improvement, and I really believe the Buffalo Bills are going to be all set coming up for this first preseason game. Appreciate you guys all so much. Make sure you guys hit like, subscribe for future content. Check the link in the description for the BNC chicken wing merch. We have free shipping, sizes small through 5XL. Also, Course Careers is linked in the description. That's personally how I landed my full-time job in 2024, fully remote. Absolutely incredible. I went through the course. I had multiple employers actually reach out to me wanting to hire me in this crazy tough job market. So I know you guys could do it. They have a ton of different courses you could take, from accounting to software development, IT, data analytics, digital advertising, digital marketing, whatever it is. I highly, highly recommend them. You can even get $50 off the full paid course. There's free introduction courses to check out. Appreciate you guys. Hit like, subscribe, and go Bills.